Okay, so now we're looking at this is now the 7th video of exercise 1 on page 71. Okay, sorry about that. So in 19.2, the question was to determine the value of, or the coordinates, of A and B. So as you can see, A is your x-intercept. X-intercept, let y equal to 0. And it's on the graph of f. So I can only use f. Okay? And f's equation is defined as negative 2 over 3 x plus 4. Okay? So I can sooner write it here. Y is equal to negative 2 over 3 x plus 4. So x-intercept, let y equal to 0. So that needs to be 0. So 0 is equal to negative 2 over 3x plus 4. Did I have to write this down? No. So we take it over. So it's going to become 2 over 3x equals 4. Divided by 2 over 3 both sides. So x is equal to 12 over 2, which is 6. Ever answer the question? Now they wanted the coordinates of A. So the coordinates of A is 0 and 6 and 0. If you're looking at B, however, B is the x-intercept of K again. Okay. So how do I work out x-intercept? We let y equal to 0, and it is of K. So let's just keep K in focus there. Let's equal, no, K. There we go. K's equation is negative 2 over 3, x minus 2. Okay. So again, your y is 0. So there we're going to replace that with 0. So 0 is equal to negative 2 over 3x minus 2. Take that over the equal sign, so it will be positive 2 over 3x is equal to negative 2. Divide by 2 over 3 both sides to get x on its own. So it will give you an answer of negative 3. Okay, have I answered the question? No. The question was for the coordinates of B. So it's negative 3 and 0. The question is, does it make sense of where B lies? Yes, because this is on your negative part of your x-axis. Alright, so yes, it makes perfect sense why that should have been negative, whilst A was positive at 6 and 0. Okay. Okay, so for number 21, in the diagram, y is equal to negative 2x plus 3. So this is that equation of that straight line. Okay, y is equal to negative 2x plus 3. We are told that OB is 1 unit. So if this is 1, then the coordinates of B will be 1 and 0. The coordinates of A, we know it's parallel to your x-axis, so it has a constant y value of 1 and some y value. Okay. Find the length of AB. So if I got this y value here, then I will know what the length of AB is. So how do you calculate that y value? Basically, we'll substitute. Remember, if we put the x in, we'll get the y out. So you'll substitute x is equal to 1 into here, and you'll get the corresponding y value out. Okay? So you say y is equal to, so you'll just substitute your a, which is 1, and y. X is 1, y is y. So it's going to be negative 2 into 1 plus 3, which gives you y is equal to 1. If that asked for the coordinates of a, it would have been 1 and 1. But that wasn't the question. The question was for the length of AB. So if that is 1 and 1 and 1 and 0, so then therefore AB is equal to 1 unit. Okay? So remember, later on when you're working in the negative part of the axis and they're talking about length is never negative. Okay? So that's that. Okay? Okay, for 23, we are told that the diagram represents y equals 2x plus 4. Now we know this is that graph. Y is equal to 2x plus 4. Why do we know it's that graph? It has a positive gradient and the 4 in your y-intercept. This graph here, of course, is now the other one. Y is equal to negative 3x minus 2. Make sense? Negative 2 as your y-intercept, and there's a negative gradient. Okay. So the question says, determine the length of AB if OC is 2. So if OC is 2, then the coordinate of A will be 2 and some y value. The coordinate of B, as you can see, for C is going to be 2 and 0. No? It's going to be 2 and some y value. Okay? Okay. So at this point, we said that you got a constant x value here. As we know, it's parallel to your y-axis. So for AB, I need to know the y value here. Okay, we need to calculate the y value there and here. Okay, and then we'll be able to know the distance between AB. Okay, or the length of AB. So how am I going to calculate this corresponding y value? I'm going to substitute x is equal to 2 into the equation y is equal to 2x plus 4. Okay, by doing that, I'm going to get the y value here. Okay, so we say y is equal to 2 times 2 plus 4, which is 6 units. So the length of A is going to be 2 and 6. Okay, 2 and 6. Let's look at B. So for B, we'll substitute x is equal to 2 into y is equal to negative 3x minus 2. Why in that graph now, or that equation? Because that is the equation of the line going through B. Okay? So then you got y is equal to negative 3 times 2 minus 2, which is minus 6 minus 2 is negative 8. Okay? So negative 8. So then the B's coordinate is 2 and negative 8. Okay? So if this is 2 and 6, then that length from there to there is 6 units. If this is negative 8, then from there to there is going to be 8 units. Can you see that? Remember, length is never negative. So therefore, AB is going to be 6 plus 8, which is 14 units. Okay. Okay, so now we're looking at the last question. I know this wasn't on the list, as we are doing odd numbers only. But this is very similar to 23, but a bit more complex. Okay, so that is why I'm doing it, so that you guys can understand. So if I had made any mistakes, please let me know on that number. Otherwise, these videos are free. If there's an easier approach to something, please let me know as well. Okay. The question says y is equal to 4 x minus 4. So as you can see, there's f is coupled to that line. Okay, so we got that, and y is equal to minus of x plus 2. There's a negative gradient, which is that one, and there you can see it's g. Determine the length of OH. So when you go OH, where's H? Here's H. So what is H? H is your this is 24.1. H is what? H is your x-intercept. How do you calculate the x-intercept? With y equal to 0. It's actually the x-intercept of the f graph and the g graph. So you can use any one. I'm going to go with f. Okay. So your y is 0, so 0 is equal to x minus 4. You take x over negative 4 is equal to negative x, so x is equal to 4. So what's the coordinates of h? 4 and 0. Therefore, the length of OH is going to be 4 units. Okay. Let's look at 24.2. JK. Oh yeah, if I have substituted 0 in here, I would have taken half over, which is half x equal to 2 divided by half both sides would have given you 4 anyway. Okay, that's why I say you can use any one. JK. So we're looking at J. Oh yes, and why is this 4? Because there's 0. 0 to 4 is now 4. Sorry, I'm rushing in. Okay, we're going to do the remaining part in the next video. Okay.